Welcome, everybody, to the 7-Minute Breakthrough Revolution. Our topic for this week is about courage. My name is Almujaibel, and this is my good friend Sami, Houchaimi. Today we're going to talk about courage. You see, courage throughout history has been described as warriors, as samurais, as courageous people that are physically courageous. But 90% of the people nowadays don't face these physical challenges on a daily basis. But we're faced with other challenges. There are other ways to be courageous, mentally. My friend Sami is going to describe to you and talk to you now about it a little bit more. I'm just going to fix the lights and come back.
Guys, we live in the modern world right now, where there is not all of these impulsive fears that are driven by physical reality. You don't see a wild animal that is trying to kill us on the streets, or a knight that wants to duel us and win my girl. Most of the fears that we have are just contemplative thoughts that we have and are repeated so often in our minds, exaggerated by our imagination. It is paralyzing us from taking actions of value that is essential for our growth and fulfillment in life. Saeed, I have experienced paralyzing love. Part of my personal growth journey, I have written my fears on a paper. And one of them was public speaking. So I joined a Toastmasters and I was given this icebreaker, a very simple icebreaker speech. Just say who you are, what do you want to do, what are your hobbies. But no, man, I didn't want to say that. I wanted a more self-reflective, a more empowering speech.
Something deep.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So I went and said, and I wanted to say that I am a legend that want to change the world and make this world a better place. But guys, trust me, my body refused the order of my mind. I was standing on the stage and my legs were shaking.
Wow.
My hands were shaking. And when the moment came and I wanted to say that I am a legend that want to change the world, my hand was like, I was terrified. But I kept going. I kept saying to myself, yes, you can do it and you will do it. See, yes, I did it. But this is how we grow as people. This is how we become more. This is how we become more valuable.
Wow.
By facing our fears and by growing.
Exactly. I totally agree with you. I mean, I was an introvert growing up, and introverts are usually challenged socially. So being around people, talking to people, being in the spotlight like I'm in right now, this is very, very challenging for me as an introvert. So for me to be courageous on my daily lives, it's a challenge on a daily basis for me to put myself out there, for me to challenge myself, for me to push myself out of my comfort zone. So I really, really, really relate to what you're saying when you said you were shaking just before
Yes,
talking or just introducing yourself. It's very, very simple. So tell me, I mean, we were talking about this topic me and you a couple of days ago, and you told me about how saying no is very, very powerful. What does that mean?
Yes, before I tackle the no part, I want to say this. Courage is the ability to take an action despite being paralyzed by fear, where the reward of the outcome far exceeds the pain of the moment.
The reward of the outcome far exceeds the pain of the moment.
Yes, man.
Wow, that's very, very powerful.
Yes. It's very simple in life, man. You want to become more, you want to have more, you simply have to become more. To become more valuable, to become more valuable to the marketplace, to become more valuable as an individual, to become more valuable as a friend, as a husband, as a human being.
As a human being. I totally agree with you. It's very, very important. But I mean, nowadays, like we mentioned in the beginning, we don't really face so much physical challenges. We only face these scary situations and thoughts on a daily basis. So being courageous is very interesting. To me, and nowadays, I mean, we live in a male-dominant society, right?
Yeah.
So vulnerability is considered weakness. So if we showed vulnerability as men, for example, to men with beards, people would consider it weak. But that is very, very courageous, because when you show vulnerability, you give other people permission to show vulnerability too.
And to grow in life.
to grow in life. Exactly. So I believe that there are two different things. There's a difference between a danger and a fear. I mean, we're talking a lot about fear today because this basically, courage revolves around fear, you know? Like if you master this one, you'll master the other one, simply. So can you tell us what's the difference between danger and fear?
Man, danger is real. You know, like a wild animal, it's dangerous.
Yes.
Where fear is just an illusion. It's like limits, man. It's just an illusion. I think courage, but in this modern day, we are so filled. Our lives are filled with distractions that are like holding us back from becoming what we want in life, from having a fulfilled life, from becoming happier in life.
Yes.
Courage is the decision to say no.
Yes.
To say no to distractions and yes to growth.
Yes. That's amazing. To say no to distractions, guys. To say no.
Yeah.
You see, as simple as these sound, they're very, very... Hey, would you like to hang out with us tonight? 2 hours more? No. Would you like to eat this dish? No. Would you like to stay up late? No. You see, saying no sometimes is very hard because socially we're not used to rejection.
Yes.
So when you get rejection or give rejection, it's very, very challenging.
100%, man.
So how would you like to end this? Would you like to lead them with a note?
Yeah. Man, there's this wonderful quote that I live by for Winston Churchill. To improve is to change. To be perfect is to change often. And the only way that you can change effectively is by taking an action. A courageous action. A decision to live a more empowering life. To live a life that you are happy. To live a life of growth and fulfillment.
That's amazing. Guys, I'm going to leave you guys with a question. Question is, where in your life do you need to be more courageous?
Nice question, man.
Where in your life would you like... Remember when I asked you this question?
Yeah, man.
Where in your life would you like to be more courageous? Really think about that question. In your career, in your relationships, with your health. Think about that question and take it personally. I'd like to thank each and every one of us for being with us here today. Thank you so much, Sami.
Thank you so much.
It's been a pleasure.
Thank you so much, guys. It's been a pleasure, really.
Thanks, guys. If you guys have any comments, if you guys have any questions for this amazing guy right here, please send us a message on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or visit our website on Live Talks Live. It's been a blessing night. Take care and stay awesome.
Bye, guys.